Good morning. Good morning. This is our last episode of Swift Tips with Swift Ties in September. Every time we end a month, I'm just like, "Ugh, we did it another month." But welcome to another episode of Swift Tips with Swift Ties. I am your host, Ebony Rose, and I am so glad to have you here. If you are new, welcome. If you have been joining us since we started back in March, we welcome you back to our segments each month. We go live every Monday at 9 a.m. For those of you that are new, we try to bring you tips on content, tips on how to engage with your audience, and how to, just build your business and build yourself on social media, your platforms on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever it is that you are solely on. We try to help you with that, mainly content, but we have been getting a lot of questions about engaging with your audience, and that goes along with your content and how you're interacting and all that. So we've been talking about that for this month. So before we get into our Swift tip for this week, I do this every episode. I wanted to just talk about our podcast that we have. We have a podcast that also launches every Monday at 9 a.m. on all podcast platforms. You can find us on Apple, Google. You can find us on Anchor. You can find us on Podbean. There's a whole bunch of other podcast platforms that we utilize. You can find us on there. If you are having a hard time, and there's another one called Overcast. We are also on there as well. If you are having a hard time finding us on any of those platforms, feel free to visit our website, www.swiftties.com, and you can go to our podcast post page on our website, and you can find us on there as well. All of our podcast episodes are listed on our website. All right. So, as I said, for the month of September, we have been discussing how to boost your engagement on your social media platforms. So, the first segment we had this month was talking about ads and how to boost your posts. So if you missed that episode, please feel free to go back through to our September playlist. If you're on our YouTube page, we have a playlist specifically for September where you can find all of the videos that we have done, and same for the previous months as well. You can visit our August one. We talked about getting ready for 2023 in our August playlist, so you can visit that as well. And there's a whole bunch of other ones that we have created for you. So the month of September, we are focusing on how to boost your engagement on your social media platforms. So the first one we talked about, again, boosting your posts. The second one, we talked about engaging with your audience and different ways you can engage with your audience. I'm trying to remember. So, and then the next one we talked about, which was last week, we talked about posting frequently. And we kind of went into like some of the Swift tips that we've done, previously, posting and scheduling and when to post your content. And we can link everything here for you in the videos if you would like. But today, our Swift tip of the week, and again, we're focusing on how to boost your engagement, right? So this is a little tip for you. This one shouldn't be too long. Our Swift tips are known to be swift for a reason. They're Swift tips to just give you a little taste of what you can be focusing on. You can do your research on it, or you can either reach out to us and we can kind of lead you and guide you through your content planning and your engagement boosting, all of that. So our Swift tip of the week is sharing the love, following others. Now, what do we mean by that? Let's say, I always like to just give examples of different type of platforms, whether you're specifically doing cooking or makeup or home decor or mental health or whatever it is that you're involved in. There's always pages that will pop up, suggested pages that will pop up that you can follow. Now, I've found that when you're following pages that do something similar to what you're doing, that will in turn make them follow you. And then they'll see your content and they'll begin to like your content and they'll begin to share your content. And that will in turn get others to from their followers that they're posting your content. So I have started following some graphic design pages or content marketing pages and content planning pages, and they have started to follow me. Some of them will like my post, some of them will comment on my post. And people will message me saying, "Oh, I'm following you from this page," because they're commenting on my stuff, they're sharing. So it's always good to pay attention to who's following you, and especially if they're pages. So if you have a page on Facebook that you've created for your business, and people start following you, it could be people, it could be pages, businesses, whatever. If you start focusing on the pages that are following you and you're not following them, it's always nice to return the favor, because you can collaborate with those people in the future, possibly, if that's the route that it takes. Or they can just begin to interact with your page and you interact with their page, and their followers will start to follow you, and vice versa, your followers will start to follow them. So it's kind of like you're sharing the love between the two platforms, and you're following others and they're in turn following you. That is always a good thing to do, is to expand your audience, is to follow other pages that are similar to what you are doing, similar to the background that you have. Like I said, whether it's cooking, makeup, mental health, photography, home staging, children centered, if it's school, education, or whatever it is, follow pages that do something similar to what you're doing. They can in turn see what you're doing, and they'll like what you're doing and share you out to other pages, to other groups. Sharing to other pages and groups is really, really helpful. And I'm just going to end on this note. Sharing to other pages and to other groups is very helpful, because especially if there are a ton of people, ton of members in those groups, groups specifically. I have found that when you share to groups that line up with what you're doing, they'll see that post, they'll visit your page, they'll like your page, they'll start following your page. And whenever you go live or make a post, they will begin to like your post, share your posts, follow you, and interact with whatever you're doing, which can also boost your engagement. So sharing the love, following others, posting in different groups and on different pages is very, very helpful, and can be very beneficial for you and for the other person. So that is the Swift tip for this week. It was short and sweet. Hopefully you got something out of this. Stay tuned for next month on what we will be discussing for the month of October. It's we're in the fall month, we're in the fall season already. So the season has changed. We're slowly going, we're quickly coming up, I guess, to the holidays. So stay tuned for more Swift tips from Swift Ties. We will be happy to help you and assist you. If you want to reach out to us, feel free to reach out to us at info@swiftties.com, or you can visit our website, www.swiftties.com, or you can call us at 860-689-1083. We are always happy to assist you in any way that we can with your content, with your engagement. Any questions that you have for us, please feel free to reach out to us, and we will be glad to help. So until next month, we will see you at 9 a.m. Monday mornings, every single Monday, no matter if it's a holiday or not. We will see you at 9 a.m. Take care.